Welcome to video number 6. In this video, we're going to address third-party recruiters or placement agencies or staffing organizations. Now, I get asked a lot of times by candidates, what is the protocol that I need to follow when dealing with such agencies? How many agencies should I register with? Should I deal with generalists or specialists in my area of expertise? And what are the do's and don'ts that I need to know before dealing with such staffing organizations? For those, I'm going to address all these questions in my video. Now, before I get into them, let me just briefly introduce what a staffing organization is. They're called by different names. I mean, you could be, some might call them executive search firms, placement agencies, recruitment firms, staffing organizations. Basically, they do the same thing. They offer qualified candidates opportunities to work with their client organizations. And very, very important to note that these organizations do not charge any fees to their candidates. Their fees are paid by the client organization that hires a candidate from their side. So please note that when you register with such staffing organizations, you do not make any payments to them. These organizations you can register for free. So having clarified that, now let's move on. What are the points that one needs to keep in mind before they go in and meet up with staffing organizations? So first and foremost, treat an agency or a staffing organization exactly as you would treat a client or an organization that you actually want to work for. Next, be very upfront and honest and clear with the search consultant that you're going to meet up with. Share everything with them in terms of your experience, skill sets, knowledge, education, your likes, dislikes, expectations, salary, just about everything. The higher the level of trust with a search consultant, the better will be your working relationship. Now, when you're going to meet up with an agency, make sure that you dress very, very professionally. You must be dressed formally because the first impression is what matters in most of these meetings. And believe me, take it from an employment consultant that's been working in the Canadian environment for the last 8 years. I deal with senior professionals day in, day out, and when I have an individual that walks in dressed casually for a meeting thinking that it's just another agency meeting, I really don't feel comfortable sharing that individual's profile with a client organization, having the fear that they might just walk into the client organization dressed casually and in a situation where the client environment is extremely formal. So just to make sure that you get that out of the way, make sure that you're dressed very professionally when you're going and meeting up with an agency organization. Now, after the meeting with the search consultant, as per normal protocol and courtesy, send them a thank you email for their time and interest, and follow up with them with a call requesting status of your profile or resume, and be very patient. You must remember that these agencies deal with thousands and thousands of candidates. So please do not expect a miraculous response. Yes, there will be very, very many search consultants that are very professional. They understand what you're going through, and they will go out of the way to help you. But remember that most of them are dealing with hundreds and thousands of applicants in their database. So be patient. Do not bug them. Do not leave 5-6 messages in a day when you're dealing with a search consultant. It can be really annoying, and take it from somebody who gets this sometimes and really bugs you. So please make sure that you keep in touch with your search consultant maybe once in a month or maybe once in 2 months. unless it is agreed upon between you and your search consultant that you can contact them more frequently, maybe once a week or twice a week, depending on your area of expertise. Now, even after you get the job through a search firm, make sure that you update your files with every search firm that you interviewed. So you must maintain a contact list or a small address book of all search firms that you met up with. Now, my suggestion is that you meet up with generalists on one hand as well as specialists on the other. So for example, because I'm in the industry, I can share that with you. You may have generalist firms in Canada such as Manpower or Adecco or Quantum or Sperion. These are some of the generalist firms that work with positions across the spectrum, which means you could be a receptionist on one hand, you could be an admin assistant, you could be a manager on the other, and they would deal with you as a candidate. On the other hand, you have specialists that deal in a particular function. For example, Robert Half deals with accounting and finance. Controllers on Call deals with accounting and finance. Another example could be Lanick. They deal with accounting and finance. Another example is the Finance Department Limited. Again, they deal with accounting and finance. So these are some niche or specialist players in the recruiting world. And it's helpful to register with a mix of both. Now, you don't need to go overboard and register with like 120, 150 agencies. But at least you need to register with about 10 to 20 at most. And you'll get a feel in the first couple of months as to who is more active with your profile, because they'll talk to you, they'll share opportunities with you, and you'll know where your profile is moving, and accordingly give them that importance and focus. At the same time, like I said, that build a strong positive relationship which is open-ended with your search consultant in any firm, because they can be a great ally in your job search situation. Now, in addition to that, also use agencies as a stepping stone, as putting your foot in the door. Many of these agencies can offer you short-term contracts or temporary part-time work. Do not let go of these opportunities. You might feel that working a day here or a week there, how's that going to help? But believe me, most of these times with your experience and expertise, that foot in the door can actually lead to a full-time position. So please keep that in mind. Do not discount staffing organizations. They're a very, very major component in your job search methodology. Thank you very much, and hopefully you have an amazing relationship with every firm that you register with. Happy job hunting, and looking forward to connecting with you in the next video. Thank you.